Okay, so the first step is really to leave them out a little bit. I like to leave mine out because I like them to not be so cold when I start to cook them. Of course, you guys see that I got my steaks discounted. I go and, I like a discount on everything, so I got these discounted and I throw them straight into the freezer until I'm ready to cook them so that they stay fresh. So anyway, I have these Angus ribeye steaks that I'm going to throw in the air fryer, and I'll show you how to perfectly cook these in just a sec. But the first step, of course, I think you should leave them out. Let them get some of the chill off of them. Bring them closer to room temperature, and then I just like the way they cook like that better. While that is kind of, I guess you could say getting the chill off of them, I was going to say cooling off, but you know what I mean. While those steaks are doing that, I'm going to start working on my sides. I have some red potatoes that I'm going to cut up and season. Excuse my hand, guys. But I'm going to be making some oven roasted red potatoes. Got my spinach. I'm going to make some sauteed spinach with peppers and onions in it. I'm using the pepper and onion blend that I got from Great Value. I love these because these always stay fresh. Because I have a hard time. I'm single. It's just me. I always wind up getting, my peppers and onions always go bad. So I've started buying them frozen, and it's just worked out better for me. So pepper and onion blend, that's going to go into our sauteed spinach. It's going to be super duper easy and definitely like a 0 point Weight Watchers thing, because I use basically nothing but, the veggies and a little cooking spray and some seasoning. And then I'm going to chop up these roasted red potatoes. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I could get my fingers in there. I'm going to wash our potatoes. Now you can cut these up however you want to, depending on my mood. Sometimes my potatoes are smaller, sometimes they're larger. Today I just kind of rough chopped them, and they're just kind of like medium size. I think they're a good size. I'm going to cut up the rest of the potatoes, and I'll show you what I'm going to use to season them. Alright, so I went ahead and oiled my pan with just some olive oil spray. Seasoned this with some sea salt, pepper, basil leaves, parsley, and some oregano. And then just mix that up really good. Put it in your oven at 400. I cook it for about 30 minutes, and then I might take off the foil and cook it a little longer just to get it a little crispy. Okay, so for the steaks, I am going to use this steak seasoning by Stone Mill. I use this one or the Monterey steak by McCormick. So I'm going to season these up, and then they'll be ready to go into the air fryer. I'm going to let them sit with the seasoning on them for a while my potatoes cook, and then I'll make my sauteed spinach last. Okay, so they are washed, dried, and now seasoned. Let that seasoning sit on them for a second, and then I'll throw them into the air fryer. Sorry, I set some foil at the bottom just so that it's less cleanup. So I'm just going to put one in at a time. I'm going to make one medium and one medium well. So here goes this one. There we go. There's our steak. So I'm setting this to 400. And I'm going to set this one for about 15 minutes so we can get some more of a medium well. And we will be back. Alright, so potatoes are done. You just cook them at 400 covered for 30 minutes and then 10 minutes uncovered at 400. And this you just put a little cooking spray. Throw your veggies in there. And let those cook up a bit. That's about done. And there's our first steak. I'm going to let it rest for at least 5 minutes. Okay guys, so here's the finished product. I'll put all of the directions in the description box below because some of the footage kind of got chopped off a bit, but I hope that you enjoy.